You can't hear the music at all, huh? A little bit. How are you all doing? Oh my goodness. It has been 400 years since I have been live. Thank you all so much for bearing with me through my life. Thank you so much, Fat Bottom Lena, for being here. Snapman Jones, Ill Hunter, Charles. It's great to meet you in person at Twitchcon. Thank you for the sub, Lena. Steve, I appreciate it. Princess Mode has arrived. Yes, indeedy. You're super quiet? Uh-oh. Am I? Let me turn up the gain. Give me a second. Okay, I'm turning up the gain. Is this good? Are you a princess, a queen, or a lunatic? Yes. Although I'm trying to channel like sort of like a Miss America thing. This was one of my Vegas outfits. If you'll check me out on the Insta or Twitter, I posted all of the outfits I wore to TwitchCon. Should I turn this on? Should I turn this up? I can turn it up. I just don't want it to peak. Lig? Oh, I don't have an IG. Should I make that? How is this? Ill, is it peaking? Is it peaking? Bonk, 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 bonk. Welcome to my humble abode. It looks crazy. It looks even crazier in real life, though, because there's just boxes everywhere. I'm still unpacking. I got a bunch of stuff for my Halloween costume. Sounds okay. Should I make it bigger? Should I make it louder? But thank you so much for being here. Ill, thank you so much for putting up with me. Thank you for everyone for putting up with just a lack of schedule. Right now, I just want to put it out there for all of you who do not know, I'm losing my job. Woo! So I'm having just like a constant moat breakdown. It is not of fault. It is... Hi, Jojo. Yeah, Jojo's here on Quiz Wanson. This is great. This turns on, but it's weird when I turn it on, you can't see the Quiz Wanson thing. But this is from... For those of you who don't know, this Quiz Wanson thing, I spent a disgusting amount of money right before I found out my contract was ending. But I spent a disgusting amount of money because that's literally from Better Call Saul. Like, this is a prop used in Better. It's actually like a Dell monitor that they just shoved inside like a fake, like vintage arcade game. And I'm currently on the last season of Breaking Bad, and then I'm going into Better Call Saul. I haven't even seen it yet, and I'm just like bracing myself. This is my first watch through of Breaking Bad, by the way, and it is wildin'. Jojo, the real princess, has arrived. Exactly. Jojo. She's been bad today. She knocked over, there's this divider in the room. She spilled a bunch of water on the ground. I lost it. She unplugged the television that has this like pink glow because I can't figure out how to work this light over here. Slew always does it, so it's just on white. So we're doing what we can without like the lead designer, set designer here. I think we've got a good vibe. We've got all of the subs from the subathon, all of which I've lost because they were all gifted, but it's still a nice reminder. And we have Quiz Wanson, we have Jojo, we have the guitar. We have our spooky set. This actually lights up, which is kind of fun. Should I turn it on for you? Here, let's see. Oops. I did not put my crown in very well. I need to actually resize it because I think it's an actual pageant crown. I got it off eBay. And I think I need to re-weld it together. Because they welded it at like peak capacity. Like apparently if you were like the size head of my dad, then this would fit you. Keep in mind that my dad had to, when he was like 11, he had to get his Boy Scouts helmets specially made. But like that's literally how big it is. For some reason they welded it at full size. So I have to go, I don't know, does anyone know where you go for that? Do you go to just a general welder? Do you go to a Miss America pageant person? This sash was also a pain in the ass to get. I got it specially made for Twitchcon. So I'm like, I spent so much time and money on this outfit, so I'm wearing it again. This was like a Twitchcon outfit. I wanted the sash, because when you're on Twitchcon, everyone's always like staring at your badge, you know? So I was like, whatever, people are gonna know it's me when I walk through. So I have this fucking ridiculous sash. It felt very Vegas. When I was staying at the Westgate where a lot of Twitch streamers were because they had a special deal for TwitchCon, and there were a bunch of Miss America people like on the wall, and they had their crown and their sash. I'm like, yes, I feel very Vegas. But I have this very Halloween, I don't know if you can see, but I have a Halloween pattern. So it's like these haunted houses. So it's sort of like spooky pageant queen. I really love this outfit. I'm very happy about it. So, my cat doesn't have any hair. You're so right. Ezreal, thank you so much for 30 months. That's so kind of you. I appreciate it. You've been amazing. I believe you tiered 3. You tier 3'd recently, right? Is that just me? Or am I imagining that? I'm a little bit of a mess right now. Okay. Here, let me show you my spooky Halloween thing. Ready? Did you win, Chablago? No. Chum. I love you. Chum, please, let's shout out. I've had a couple drinks, by the way, chat. I'm gonna sober up, but I just like, it's just been so stressful. No, Chum, I lost. I've been losing every step along the way recently. And also, I love you. I hope stream's been going well. I've been meaning to stop by Ill on Kick. Can we do a shout out for Ill? What is you have a command that goes straight to your Kick channel. And Chum, I love you so much, but like, I've not been doing great, okay? I've been serving looks, okay? I think I've been talking to my therapist how everything's going wrong, but I'm like, but I'm skinny though. That's like the one thing. She was so impressed by that. I was like, I'm losing my job. I'm like struggling mentally. I can't find time to stream. I might get kicked out of the country, but I'm skinny. And she didn't like that. Apparently that's not like a good consolation prize. That's what I said. Like, I'm falling apart, but look at me though. I'm serving. Like, she didn't like that. All right, here we go. Ready? Wait. Can you see this? It's a secret piano player. It's from Spirit Halloween, but it's always on that shelf. I think it's cool. Also, Chum, I love you. I'm sorry I've been the most MIA person ever. Yes, time to start winning. You know who has been recently incredible for me mentally? Like, just an absolute stand-up person. Not that all of y'all haven't been, because, like, Ill and Chum literally are the only people keeping me sane on a daily basis. But someone who has really stepped up recently has been Archie TV. I was supposed to stream on... I was at the Twitch office on Thursday. So I have actually... These pumpkins are gutted. But me and Archie, we gutted the pumpkins and then just talked about life. And I was just like, I can't stream at this point because, like... He was just, like, helping me a lot. He's a real one. Please check out Archie if you haven't. An incredible person, a partner. He lives by me, so I can hang out with him in real life, which is cool. But yeah, he's been really, really helpful. I think we've been through similar issues, so he's been really helpful. The fact that I'm even here tonight, yeah, see, that's what I think in my head, but I also don't want to say that because I feel like I'm letting everybody down. Yeah, I tried 3 for the Enron emote. Yes! The Enron is good. My tier 3 emote is an, is an Enron emote, which is very niche. But I love it. Mao made that, actually. Shout out Mao. Who, by the way, was able to finesse someone on Twitch staff and get the fucking Mao without the underscore. So, GG's. Let's see. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Time to start winning. When do we get the story of joining the actual pageant? The pageant in Vegas is pretty young. Isn't the cutoff like 25? I don't think it's in the cards for me. You have to, like, to be a winner, you have to be, like, pretty young. Unless I really get pageanting, of course. Because I am a bouncy biological 21-year-old. But I'm just above 13. I'm not above 13, just for legal reasons. I was sponsored by a sake brand. I'm thinking of cracking open a Soso sake. I've been starting to buy them at Safeway to support the boys. I haven't talked to them for a while. I think Mike has been, like, traveling a lot, but I do really miss that time. Like, this is feeling very, like, so-so energy. I've been telling Slew that we need to do more, like, co-streams. Even if it's just on my channel, even if it's on his channel, I want to bring it back. Like, this feels very much like that. Like, a lot of so-so, what I was channeling was, what was it called? I was channeling Frenemies, if y'all watch that podcast. To this day, the only podcast I've been able to watch beginning to end is Frenemies, which they broke up because they were literally frenemies. But, like, Ethan Klein from H3H3 and Trisha Paytas from, like, the depths of hell, they had a podcast together, and I loved it. And they would just, like, shoot the shit, but then they would also do dumb activities, and I feel like that was what I was really trying for with the so-so streams. So yeah, I want to bring it back. I do like this aesthetic, though. I think it looks pretty cool on stream. We got the spooky skull. I actually have some more Halloween things. I was thinking of cracking them up, but I didn't have time. I might do that now. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna see what I can bring forth. Also, I can't really, like, lean forward because I didn't pin this crown in. I only got this was only $50 from eBay. I think this is a genuine, like, Miss America crown. Like, doesn't this look like it could be, like, $300? It was 50 bucks. Like, I actually think, like, I got a real deal on this. I know it's silly because it's like, what would you use this for? But I love it for stream. I need to readjust it, though. It's so sparkly, right? It's beautiful. It's a genuine, like, it feels like I'm Miss America in it. I love it. It's very Vegas. I really liked Vegas. I didn't have the best time at TwitchCon, honestly, because I've been really struggling with the whole job thing, and it's hard. You know when things are going wrong and you're trying to have a nice time, but, like, in the back of your mind, it's like things are going wrong. That was sort of like this year for me, or like this TwitchCon for me. And it sucks because, like, I've realized I really love Vegas. I've never been before. It was my first time, and I really, really enjoyed it, but I just couldn't really, like, feel it because things are going wrong. I don't think things are gonna go wrong imminently, but right now they are going wrong. You just unplug the TV again, baby. She just unplugged the TV again. All right, I'm gonna get some horror stuff. I'll be right back. Just watch this going on. Chum, I hope you're listening to this because I love you so much. Please follow Chum if you haven't already. If you're somehow a regular on my stream and haven't followed Chum or don't watch Chum, that's literally insane to me. You have to do that. I'm gonna do exclamation point Chum again. Same with Ill on Kick as well. I don't know if y'all watch Kick. But yeah. The only people I watch on Kick are Moon and Ale Hunter. I think I only watch 2 people. But that's because they're both amazing. I miss Moon. Fuck, I gotta message her. Should I message her right now? I should message her right now and be like, come over, bitch. She, like, lives kind of close by. So we got Chum. Is it Il Hunter? Yes, it was. Okay, good. All right, Vegas recap. We're going in, Jerry, because if y'all didn't go to Vegas and you were feeling like you missed out, you did it. All right, like, we gotta lean into this. 1 second. I'm gonna get some Halloween decorations, then we're gonna come back. Jojo, unplug the TV again. It's the second time in like half an hour. I can't. I think I plugged the TV in, but unfortunately, I think my crown is now coming loose. That's so frustrating. That was a really key light to the whole setup, and I've plugged it in from both ways, and it's not going. God damn it, JoJo. Have a cat, they said. It would be fun, they said. I think I have it. I think I have it. Just give me like 10 more seconds. Just, God damn it, JoJo. Alright, it's gone. I've plugged it in from both ends, like, over and over again. It's gone. That's so frustrating! Oh! I can't explain how many times I've tried to plug this in. Oh, wait. She actually might have stood on the back end and turned it off. She might have turned off the extension. Give me a second. That's what you did! Okay. Okay, she actually turned off the extension cord. Come on. I give up. That's ridiculous. That's so frustrating. I can't explain to you how frustrating this has been. I love having a cat. JoJo is my life, my lifeline, my everything. JoJo just doesn't like the vaporwave. Absolutely. Let's see. I watch Innocent Elixir and Fairy Kith on Kick. Oh my gosh, they're both on Kick. I didn't even know that. See, this is how little I'm on Kick, is that I don't know two of my favorite people are on Kick. I saw Innocent Elixir at Twitchcon. I didn't see Fairy. I'm not gonna see Fairy until later this... Like, luckily I'm gonna see her next week, but I didn't see her at Twitchcon. It was such a shit show. I'm gonna read this article to you. And y'all know Fairy Kith is one of my favorite people on the fucking planet. Like, not streamers, people. I'll work on Freeboard. I haven't done very well on practicing, so... Cats ruin your day, then eat you when you die. But, like... But they also, like, make your day as well, you know? They both eat you when you die, and then... I mean, it depends on the cat, I'm sure, but my cat has, like, Jojo has such separation anxiety. Like, she cries if I go to the laundry, or if I take out the garbage. I can hear her crying. The entire apartment can hear her from the courtyard. It's really embarrassing. I'm like, bro, you're gonna think that, like, everyone's gonna think I abuse you when I'm literally just taking out the trash. So I think it depends on the cat. Like, some cats don't give a shit, but, Jojo is, like, a very, very, like, social cat. Okay. Let's see how long it takes for Jojo to fuck up the TV. Wow, Jojo. Yeah, Jojo's also in heat lately, which is bad. I need to spay her, and I've been putting it off because I'm a procrastinator, and she has been screaming lately. And at first I was like, I don't know if she's upset or what's wrong, and then I found out it's like because she's in heat, and I'm like, oh no. I've like been bad, so hopefully she'll stop that. Alright, so we have some Halloween. Don't let her out of the house. I mean, I don't want to let her out of the house because I feel like she'll die if she leaves the house, but also yes, because then she'll also get pregnant. Alright, so we have Aristotle the Axolotl. We've got a nice, I always forget who this is, Leatherface mask. We have too many, Slew's the horror person, so we have too much horror shit. I don't know what anything is. We have this. We've got some good hands. I don't know, those might go there. That's good. She's got a creepy hand. And then maybe we'll bring this creepy head over too. I think that's nice. This plugs in, but I don't have like, I don't have a plug in here, so you're just gonna have a head. You're gonna hook me up with all the meats? Oh, Leatherface will. That sounds like Hannibal. Hannibal, has anyone seen the Hannibal TV show? Like they actually brought in a Parisian chef. So you just like actually want to eat all his food, which is very upsetting. Jojo's now bigger than Sassy. I don't know how big Jojo is. You've watched it, then you've seen, like you get hungry, right? They make you hungry on purpose. Very disturbing show. Hey, Mash Stars, guess you're actually walking stream at bar tonight. That sounds like what you always do, Mash Stars. Okay, I don't want to call Mash Stars out, but I will. Mash Stars was in chat saying, I'm drunk at the bar, and then, who was it that knew you, followed me for the first time, was like, bruh, you said you'd hang out with me at the bar, and you said no, and now I've caught you at the bar chatting on streams when we were supposed to hang out. Who was that? I followed him after that, because like, this dude's a real one. This dude's worried about Mash Stars. The choruses are episodes names. It's a good show. I just like, it's so insane. So the thing about Hannibal, so Hannibal is starring that guy who's like the most, like, he's like the villain in everything. Wasn't he the villain in Die Hard? He's like this very like European villain looking dude. What I think is hilarious about Hannibal is, yeah, Mads Mikkelsen. Very hot, very evil. That's his thing, is just being hot and evil. Hannibal is such a great showing of rating systems in America. Like, I'm saying y'all, which is funny because I'm from Canada, but I am saying y'all because I'm blaming you. Y'all's rating system is insane. Like, the fact that in the US, you can have pretty much unlimited violence, but you can't show, like, a boob. Like, it's... Like, Hannibal was on cable television, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but... Yeah, a guy eats his face on that TV show. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that Hannibal was on cable, right? Like, or at least on television. Which is insane, because it's a serial killer. It's one of the most disturbingly gory, like, cable TV shows I've ever seen. And this is the funniest thing. I feel like this is such specifically American culture. There was a woman, and she was naked, and she was dead. And she got gored by 2 antlers. So the serial killer, or whoever was the killer, took this naked woman, murdered her and gored her on these antlers in the show, right? But the antlers made sure to cover her nipples. So like let's just like, for the folks at home, let's tally this about American rating systems. You are allowed to take a naked dead body and gore it by antlers and hang it on the wall. But God forbid the nipples are showing. We'll make sure the antlers are specifically placed so there's no nipple. Like, like, I would see things that were rated PG-13 or even PG in Canada that were rated R in America. Because y'all can't handle, like, fuck. Like, y'all can't really handle, like, a lot of, like, big swears. Swears get rated high, and sex gets rated high, and nudity gets rated high. But violence is, like, whatever. You can have just unlimited violence, but don't show a nipple and don't say, like, fuck or cunt or whatever. It's crazy. Like, it's actually hilarious. I feel like anyone from I mean, I assume people in America can see that's silly, but everyone from outside of America knows what I'm talking about, because, like, every, like, country's, rating system is different. It's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, it's very puritanicalism, which is so strange, because, like, I mean, I guess when we were thinking, like, biblically, if we're thinking biblically, there's a lot of violence in the Bible, but then, like, sex is very bad, I guess. I don't know. But it's very odd to me, because it's, like, to me, what's more, like, traumatizing? A singular nipple or a woman getting gored by antlers? I have my preference, but America has theirs. So, RoboCop, just dial it back to just get an R rating. I need to rewatch RoboCop. I really liked it, but I haven't seen it since, like, 2015 or so. So it's been 8 years, which in MOAT time means I don't remember anything. I only remember things that I've seen, like, in the last, like, 2 months. As soon as a year goes by, I need to rewatch it. We like our violence and your guns. Yeah, violence, guns, fine. But, like, sex and swearing, bad. It's crazy. Like, it's just rules are silly. I think rules are silly. Everybody has, like, every country, every person has the things where it's like, this breaks my rule, but then other people think it's silly. I don't know. I think that's fun. It's fun to think about. Sex isn't bad in the Bible, it's the matter which is done to the issue. It's everywhere in the Bible. Yeah, it is everywhere in the Bible, but a lot of evangelical Christians, because, like, you know, my family's Christian, is very, very against any sort of sex. But there's a lot of sex in the Bible, but then sort of, like, Christian culture is very against it. I don't know. It's interesting. It can depend on the graphic nature of the scenes. When the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released and it had hardly any gore or blood, they were going to give they were going for a PG rating but didn't get it. Interesting. You're a Christian yourself. Very cool. Yes. You know who else is a Christian? No, this person is not a Christian. Jesus Freak 44 wanted me to write something Christian on the board. And so I wrote, Jesus Freak lets Jesus takes the wheel. And then he was like, nah, I'm an atheist. I was just fucking with you. I'm just like, bro, this is your first message here. This is my subathon. So now I have Jesus Freak lets Jesus takes the wheel on my wall. That's just here forever. Actually, this is not here forever. Fallout 76 is having some new content released, and every Christmas they have their annual charity stream. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do St. Jude's charity stream, and instead of putting up a sticky note for every sub, every certain donation I'm gonna take 3 sticky notes down. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm keeping the sticky notes up until Christmas, and, like, I'm gonna do it for the charity. I think that'll be fun. It's really a hodgepodge of pagan beliefs. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people very much pick and choose sort of what's important from the Bible and Christianity. That's a whole thing. I don't pay enough attention to it to know, but there does seem to be very, like, picking and choosing. Like, there's people I know who are very, like, I would say bigoted in their religious beliefs, but then they're also covered in tats. And I'm just saying, Leviticus says no tats, so it seems like you're kind of picking and choosing, you know? But that's just me. Speaking of pagan shit, my Halloween costume is gonna be fire, and it's pagan religion cult based. I feel like if you are a fan of recent horror movies, you might know what I'm gonna be, but I'm really excited about it. I have to sew a part of it though, because I ordered a bunch of shit off eBay. First who guesses it gets no prize, but just a pat on the back for me. But yeah, I'm really excited about my Halloween costume this year. People from lots of backgrounds pick and choose what they choose to believe. It's an issue with human nature. It is. I don't know how to like solve that as a person, because I am a person myself, and I am very, very biased. There's a thing in the brain called confirmation bias, which I try really hard to deal with, and it's all about just like getting proven right about what you believe. If you see something happen, it's like, oh, of course that solves my belief. I have no idea how to solve confirmation bias as a human person. I'll be a person someday. Don't recommend it. All right, so I'm gonna finish my drink, and then we are going to carve these pumpkins. I have 2 carving. So me and Archie were gonna carve on stream at the Twitch office. It was gonna be really excited, but instead he like helped me with my mental health, and it got very emotional, so I couldn't like stream on Thursday. That's why. So I'm gonna do one of these, this face, which seems really complicated. These were printed for me, and this face, which I think is gonna be better. So we're gonna see how we do. These are gonna be the faces. I really wish there was a second person coming. I was gonna get Slew to come or one of my friends, but they wanted to like go party and not just like be on my stream alone in my room having a breakdown, which is like really fair. Like I can't even fault anyone that. The only real way to help with that is acknowledge and work on it. Yeah, it's very important to realize that we as human beings have our own biases, and we really, really have to fight that every step of the way. Being an actual member of humanity, no fun. Absolutely not. You recommend checking out The Legend of Stinky Jack. It's one of the main origins of the jack-o'-lantern. Can you please, I always ask Steve to do this because you're the best at this. Can you please put this on my Discord? I would love that. All right, so I'm gonna start carving, and then while I'm start carving, we're gonna talk about Vegas, baby. Because yeah, you heard some bad stuff about Vegas. I'm gonna dish on Vegas, okay? This is happening. All right. First, I'm gonna tape this on though. Should I like cut around it? I feel like I should like maybe cut in a circle instead of it just being this like weird square angle. So last year we did Halloween with, I believe, Urban Zeebs, Moonstrew. Who else was here? Oh, fuck. Sorry, I've had a couple drinks and I'm forgetting, but there were quite a few people I liked a lot. Peach XO was here. And I got out of not having to do anything. Like, I didn't have to carve any pumpkins. I did nothing. But now I think I have to do it all myself. So this might be karma. Navius! Navius! You didn't hear anything bad about Vegas beside the Uber prices? Navius, I missed you. I wanted to say hi. Navius was in Vegas. Navius is a very cool person. You should please check him out. Can we shout out Navius? Or is it Navius? Have I been pronouncing your name wrong this whole time? But yeah, I'm gonna dish. Navius, I don't agree with you. I think there were bad things. For one, I didn't see you. You know why? Because I didn't see anybody. That was the big thing. I feel like I saw so few people. And a lot of my friends said that too. They had really trouble like finding people. All right, here we go. We're gonna put pumpkin here. Bum, bum, bum. So I don't know which one I should do first, the one that I care about or the one I don't care about. I think this one is stupid and I don't like it. And the other one I care about more. So should I do the one I care about less first or the one I care about more first? You were walking around the con all 3 days. I missed the con, and that was the thing. I think that was my downfall. Because last year, I missed the con, but it didn't matter because everybody hung out in the Gaslamp district. But in Vegas, no one could find each other after. So I spent very little time in the con. I actually missed all of Saturday. I missed Saturday completely. I didn't get to the con, which was so bad. Okay. I know, I was very disappointed in myself. You'll get practice doing the one you care about less, so nominally we'll fuck up the one you do care about less. Okay, so I'll do the one I care about less first then. Because this one I think is the cooler face. I think. My crown is falling. Chin up, Moat. Your crown is slipping. Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna take this on. Alright, so I feel like what I believe, and this is my confirmation bias, you know, maybe people disagreed with me, but my confirmation bias was proven by this article that I'm gonna talk to you about. I think it was off TechCrunch, question mark? I can't even put it on flat. This is hard. I'm mad about this. Last year, everybody did this for me. Like, I was the judge, so I didn't have to do it. Now I'm the only person doing it. This is so sad. May I recommend not losing all your friends? That's a joke. I have friends, I think. Okay. I'm gonna read this article. Boo, 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 boo. So I'm gonna take one and then I'm gonna read it while doing it. It's too late for me. I hear the older you get, the harder it is to make new friends. I don't know, I'm still pretty good at making friends. What I recommend is being introverted enough, because I'm an ambivert. I'm not introverted, but I'm not extroverted. My recommendation is to be just introverted enough that you don't want to meet people, and then they'll force you to hang out, because that's like Poe's law or whatever. I'll be your friend, Moat, only I have to be your friend from here because I'm poor as shit. Listen, Lena, I totally accept. Maybe one day I'll make it to Washington, you know? Chances are low, but never say never. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. I'm sitting down while doing this. All right, so this is from TechCrunch.com, okay? And I agree with TechCrunch. This is me absolutely having, what's it called? Dirt, thank you so much! Thank you so much for 16 months. Dirt, is that real? Is this real life? Dirt, were you in Twitchcon? I did not see anybody at Twitchcon, if you were. There were some of, like, I didn't see Fairy Kith, who's one of my favorite people of all time at Twitchcon. You can make new friends. It's the idea of them staying around that's the issue. It's the idea of me making time. Using Bo Burnham. Yes. Okay. You're an extrovert yourself. Can't relate, but I'm so proud of you. I feel like the best answer is to be extrovert, right? I feel like in culture, you want to be an extrovert. But I'm very proud of myself because I am a ambivert. So I'm very proud of myself because I feel like I can understand both sides, you know? I think the problem with extra extroverts is they can't understand where introverts are coming from. And I think, like, in society and, like, business and in, like, life and stuff, it's better to be an extrovert. But I also think it's very, very important to see where introverts are coming from. Because I think a lot of extroverts can be very unempathetic to introverts. And as someone who can be very, very extroverted, but very, very introverted, I absolutely, like, feel what it's like. What did you do there? Navias. All right, you want to know what I did? Here, let's calculate what Moat actually did in Vegas. Day one, she came in on Thursday. She got this sash. She went to Party City to get the sash made. So she went to Party City, bought a sash, and then this is hilarious, by the way. I was trying to find the embroidery place, and we kept driving by the gun store. And I'm like, I don't think this exists anymore. All I can find is this gun store. It was in the gun store. Because this place did a bunch of uniforms for, I guess, like, military and police people. So I was looking to get my little Miss America sash done, and I had to walk into, like, a tactical gun store to get it done. Which was amazing. They did a great job. But yeah, like, apparently they mainly embroider, like, uniforms. I was like, I just want a sash. So I did that. Me and Slew went to grab food. We passed out at Westgate Hotel. Then the next day... it took me forever to get ready. My friends Bex the Bex Rex and Rachel Xander, who have their own stream, shout out, They came in, and I was like, I'm not ready to go yet. And then we hung out for a bit. Then I went to the con for like an hour. Then I went to happy hour with some friends. Then I went to the Twitchcon party. So I was there for like an hour. And then I went to Diplo. And my feet hurt so much. And I found out that Diplo was like canceled on my way to Diplo. I was like, God damn it. I was like, how does everyone that I like just like get canceled? So as I was going to Diplo, I'm like, I guess I'm just like going. But I found out on my way, I'm like, like Diplo is like really bad. And I didn't know until I was there. I was like, okay. So I went there. My feet hurt like shit. I got back from Diplo. I saw him live. That was the second time I've seen him. I saw him once with, what's the Major Lazer? Because he said Major Lazer. So I saw him once pre-cancellation, once apparently post-cancellation. I had to work. So I worked from home from Vegas Saturday, Sunday. So then Saturday, I went to Fremont Street and I went to a party. I met some Twitch people. I met the #1 like Marvel vs. Capcom player in the world, which is incredible. I followed him on Twitter. He didn't follow me back. I was dressed as Yoshi. We ate nachos. And then on Sunday, I went to a little bit of the con. I went to grab drinks with some friends, and then we went to Taco Bell Cantina, and then I went home. So I may have fucked up on the whole TwitchCon thing. But that's what I did. You had to cancel your flight and room. No. Wait, what happened, Erd? It's just your natural state as an extrovert. In high school, you were friends with people from every group. I did do that, but I feel like it's because I was an introvert. Like, so I'm not an introvert, not an extrovert. I'm very much an ambivert. I did a personality test. My mom made me do it in school. She paid like $40 for me to take I think it was like a career test, but that's how I found out I was right in the middle. But I feel like the reason why I was friends with everyone from every group was because I was scared of like being weird in front of them. So then I was friends with everybody. I was friends with like the really popular girls. I was friends with like the burnout crowd. I was friends with like the hipster group. I was friends with the ones that like should have been expelled. Like I literally bounced around all these groups because I was scared of like embarrassing myself in front of one of them. You never fit in with any of them. I feel that. That's the same way that I felt. I was friends with a lot of groups, but I never really felt like I fit in with them. You make friends with introverts. Your like girlfriend was an introvert and had severe social anxiety. So you know. I feel like introverts and extroverts can get along. That's why I like being in the middle, because I'm friends with both. I feel like that's a very gifted thing. Hopefully you passed out inside the hotel. I did pass out inside the hotel. But it took everything in my power. Everyone gets canceled eventually. I think Diplo deserved it, though. I haven't looked it up, but it was just like what I heard on my way over. I'm gonna have to look it up. I actually haven't looked it up yet because I have not had time. But from what people told me, it sounds like he might deserve it. But, you know, I haven't looked into it. I was just like, listen, I'm on my way to Diplo right now. Like, this is a bad time to tell me this. Like, I don't know. You're an ENFP. I think I am an I/ENFP. So we're very similar. That's my horoscope Pottermore quiz thing. That's the one that I believe the most. That's the one I buy into. I think I'm an I/ENFP. It depends on the day. Because again, like I'll take it sometimes I'll be an I, sometimes I'll be an E because I'm very much in the world. He'll follow you back randomly for no reason. I don't think he will, because he's like very famous, but I'm friends with one of his friends who used to be, or I feel like I connected really well with one of his friends who used to be a big esports person. We actually got along really well. Not that anything means anything. Yeah, I mean, like, he's just like winning tournaments and shit. He doesn't care about me. That's totally fine. But I think it's really cool that I met him. Your plan is just to find a group and stick around them the whole time. That's what happens. But I don't like that though, because it means like there are people from out of town that I didn't even see. So what you were gonna do? Navius, who did you hang out with? Anybody I know? We don't have a lot of mutual friends, but I know Navius has some cool friends. Navius won a competition. Did you win? You won, right? Or you got to the finalists? I don't understand. There's this, and then I know a bunch of people who like did really well on like streamer camp.
Yo, how do I do this? I need to win one of these, or mainly the elevated people. I don't need to win, but I just want to be a part of a crew. I think that would be nice. Personally, you have no use for horoscopes. You got 5th, but 6 got 5. So you got 5. So you got to go in real life, right? Because like I know like the last bit got to go to finals. I was trying to follow it. So like elevated was like for OTK, and then I know people who did streamer camp, which was like offline TV. I don't know. I know a couple people who, well, I know you from elevated, and then I know a couple people who did pretty well in streamer camp. You streamed the whole thing and met pretty much all of OTK. That's sick. Who's your favorite? Like, I won't tell anybody. Like, what? There's like 10 people watching. Like, I won't tell anyone. Just tell me who your favorite is. I won't spread it. You already won a beauty pageant. What else do you need? Yeah, exactly. I won most MoatSimulator. In case anyone was wondering, who is the most MoatSimulator? It's me. I won. Okay. All right. We are reading this article. This article is from TechCrunch, and it says, TwitchCon 2023 was better than last year, but everybody hated Vegas. I don't agree with that. I agree with that everyone hated Vegas, but I vastly preferred San Diego. Navius, were you there at San Diego last year? Please let us know. TwitchCon felt positive for the first time in a while, one streamer said, but we're positive we don't want TwitchCon to be in Vegas again, which is cool because apparently the people who were in charge of TwitchCon said it will not be in Vegas next year. So this was my first time in Vegas. I did really fall in love with the city, but I was like, I need to go just when there isn't a con going on because you can't do both, you know? Esfand was, but and Paul and Sir are pretty cool too. I made Paul talk to me by paying him $5, so that's pretty much on the same level. It's your first one. Oh, cool. They pay for you to go. That's so fucking awesome. Like that's really fucking cool of them. Now, obviously, I don't know if you're aware of this, but like I've been hearing through the grapevines, you know, through my connects. But like, there's been a lot of pulling back of sponsors in streaming, like both for esports and like content creators. There's been a really, really big pullback of people like sponsoring, like exclusivity deals, like streamers have been getting a really short end of the stick lately. So the fact that they paid for that is really fucking cool. Like not like that doesn't just say something about like them, like they're cool, but it also says something about you because like literally like pretty big people have been like losing those kind of contracts. So that's a big deal. I think you should think very highly of yourself for that. You can see it being liked more in Southern California. Yeah, because everybody was all together, which is cool. All right, so let's read this article. Compared to the shit show that went down last year, I loved the shit show last year. I don't know who's writing this. I feel like everyone, I mean, this is confirmation bias, but I feel like everyone I know last year really enjoyed last year. TwitchCon Las Vegas was largely a success. The problem, nobody liked Vegas. That's not true. I loved Vegas, bad for con. Because when you go to Vegas, you need to do Vegas. Like I was talking to like P Plastic, or I was reading his tweet, and he was saying like, I'm so annoyed that TwitchCon is in Vegas because I'm going to try and do TwitchCon and I'm going to end up doing a bunch of like coke and passing out. Which is like, that's Vegas, you know? This year's TwitchCon appeared to mitigate last year's crowding issues. Okay, it was too crowded. I agree. It was too crowded. And concluded that without any foam pit tragedies. Okay, the foam pit was bad. That's really fair. Foam pit was not it. The fraught relationship between Twitch and its streamers is on the mend after the company opened the event by announcing it now allows simulcasting. I'm kind of confused about that. So is it like legal to both I'm kind of confused about the simulcasting thing. Is that like fine? You can now simulcast on any live streaming services. Okay, cool. That's really cool. There was positive energy at the convention, posting it actually feels like Twitch is back. Live streaming competitor Kick haunted TwitchCon with its nearby gaming lounge, and with Aiden Ross getting kicked out. Did you hear about that? That Aiden Ross and his entourage of 20 people, which I'm sorry, you're not Angelina Jolie. You don't need an entourage of 20 people. Aiden. Like, No one knows who you are outside, like, the Twitch sphere. That's, like, jokes to me. That's fucking jokes, bro. As the Canadian frats from my college would say. But, yeah, obviously Twitch was, like, there a bit. You can multi-stream, but you need to prioritize Twitch alerts. Okay, interesting. It was huge and nowhere to meet people easily. Yeah, like, I think, so Navi, since this was your first time, I feel like if you went to San Diego, you might have slightly different opinions. Like, obviously it was sick to, like, meet people from OTK and, like, be around and stuff. But, like, last year, I went to a Prime Gaming party, and I saw, like, almost every single person on my 2C list in one breath. I saw BB Jess there, I saw Meowdalin, obviously, like, Slew Music, Zach Digital, I could go on and on, Josh Belmar, like, everybody stopped by that one party. And that was impossible at TwitchCon Vegas. Like, I saw a fraction of the people I saw last year, which is really disappointing. 2 friends and 18 bodyguards. It was just 2 friends and 18 people who are trying to suck on the teat of dying clout. Like, this is clout. Like, if clout is a dairy product, this clout is going bad. This clout is going to give you diarrhea in, like, 6 to 8 months. Like, that's the crew that was there. It astounds me that Aiden Ross is doing so well. It's so frustrating to me. Like, look at, like, if you want to support, like Super Mask Bros, like, go watch Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat's doing something so cool right now. Kai Cenat is doing the 7 Days In. I don't really understand 7 Days In as, like, a reality show. Is it actually jail or is it fake jail? But, like, that's, like, he's actually doing 7 days with a bunch of people. They either use an actual jail or they built out a jail set and they're, like, filming each other for 7 days. Like, that shit's cool as hell. Like, if you want to see just, like, bros being bros, like, support Kai Cenat. Do not support Aiden Ross. Like, I feel very strongly about this. Like, that's cool. Like, he's doing something. Like, he had this whole, like, what was it called? He had this whole promo thing about, like, free Kai, and he, like, it was, like, a high budget. I love that shit. Like, Kai's doing cool stuff. Like, if you have that budget, and you're, like, actually making stuff worth watching, like, that's so respectable in my opinion. Like, Kai is doing respectable shit on this platform. You know? Aiden Ross is just mumbling and getting kicked out of events. I'm sorry. I don't know Aiden, but I'm just like, these are not the same people. Hey, Bully, it's great to see you. How have you been? When a group is called an entourage, I question who's getting paid to be there. Yeah, it reminds me, like, is it just like 20 turtles running around? You met pretty much everyone you could remember to look out for. You didn't meet me, Navius. You were high on my list, but I didn't see anybody. You certainly don't know who this person is. Aiden or Kai? Kai's cool, Aiden is not. That whole scene is toxic in that area. Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna hang out with, like, kind of toxic bros, Kai Cenat is, like, way better. Because, like, he's toxic, but, like, he's actually, like, talented, and, like, I don't think he sucks Andrew Tate's dick, to my knowledge. I don't even think he's that toxic. He started a riot, but I honestly think he's, like, a kid. He's, what, like, 23? That's, like, kind of controversial. I don't know if we all agree with that, but I genuinely, I don't know. This is 100% opinion. Please don't take this seriously, but I do think that Kai starting a riot in NYU, or in New York, was based on him being 23 and not, like, understanding how famous he is. You know? I genuinely think Kai, like, doesn't really get that he's, like, Kai, the other day, he was listening to Travis Scott's album, and Travis Scott posted him on his Instagram story, and he lost his shit. But, like, what he doesn't know is there's more people who care about his day-to-day life, or comparable people to Travis Scott. I don't think Kai understands that just because he's not, like, traditional famous doesn't mean he's not incredibly famous. I don't think he understands that yet. But I might be thinking about it. Clipped and sent to Dextro, please do. I would love if Dextro listened to me. Pretty overstimulated. So overstimulated. Kai was on Aiden's stream. No, that sucks. Oh, ill, don't do this to me. Don't tell me this. Kai was on Aiden's stream? That's gross. Ugh. People used to be obsessed with celebrities, now they're obsessed with people trying to be celebrities. Yeah, it's just like the new media celebrities. A lot more people watch those. Like Quackity is an example. Quackity I think a part of it is also because of, like, the Spanish language, but people really, really resonate with people like Quackity more than they resonate with, like, a Kardashian, you know? Like, it's personal. I don't think people understand who are, like, have that parasocial relationship, like, how much they're loved by people. That's so upsetting about the Aiden thing, ill. I didn't know that. God damn it. This is like me on my way to Diplo and someone's telling me he got canceled. I was like, God damn it. Fame today is probably the strongest concept it's ever been. Quackity was sick when he did English streams. Does he not do English streams anymore? I never was really a big fan of him. But I just know that he, like, does very well for himself. I finished this. Okay. Oh, he had strangest streams. Really? What did he do? Rarely does English, mostly Spanish. Yeah, I do not speak Spanish, so I cannot watch those streams. It's very funny because, like, moving to LA, so I lived in DC for a while and I'm from Canada. So the vast majority of my life has been not around Mexican people. And now I'm around a lot of Mexican people. And they all try and talk to me in Spanish because I'm half Chinese, right? But people just assume I'm Spanish. And I just disappoint so many people in LA. Because, like, even if you're American, you still learned, like, shitty Spanish. You know what I mean? But I'm from Canada, so I learned shitty French. So not only do I not know Spanish, I don't even know, like, the shitty grade school Spanish. I literally know nothing. So people will talk to me, and they'll, like, start rapidly talking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, yo, like, it makes me feel like a dick, because it looks like I didn't even try and learn Spanish. But it's like, I was trying to learn languages, it's just like, I was forced to learn French. What the fuck is the point of French? What am I gonna move to? Senegal? Definitely not going to France. Fuck Quebec, you know? But yeah, it's pretty funny moving to LA because people, like, constantly think because I'm half Chinese that I look Spanish, and they will rapidly start talking to me, and I just disappoint so many people. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just want, you know, I just want a quesadilla, man. I can't talk to you. I appreciate that I look Spanish. That's cool. It makes me feel cool, but then it's embarrassing when I can't speak the language. Just tell me you're Icelandic. I feel like I can pull off Icelandic super well. Bjork is Icelandic. I always thought Bjork was half Asian. Do Icelandic people just look half Asian? Does everyone look like Bjork in Iceland? Alright, I'm still working on this jack-o'-lantern thing. You found Quackity when he got his viewers to raid Club Penguin? Hasn't Club Penguin been, like... hasn't Club Penguin been shut down for, like, 10 years? Wait, when did he get his viewers to raid Club Penguin? I'm sorry, I need more information. You took Latin! Okay, that one's even worse. I always think French is useless. At least it's not Latin. Bruh, I'm sorry, but Latin is not... Like, unless you're, like, trying to be, like, Jane Goodall or something, Steve Goodall, I don't think Latin is it. You're just an ambiguous white guy. You just don't know. I was like, am I fucking English? I don't know. Club Penguin, Latin is useful in science. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, you need to be, like, a scientist. Like, you can't use Latin for anything unless you're, like, a biologist or something. This was in 2014. Wait. How old is Quackity? Quackity must be older than I think he is, because he's like, he blew up with all those Minecraft people. And, like, Dream is what, like, 24? So, like, in 2014, Dream would have been, like, 15. So Quackity must be a lot older than I think he is. Because he hangs out with a lot of, like, very young Minecraft people, right? Can someone please let me know how old Quackity is? He told everyone to be yellow and say piss on. Wait, how? I thought Quackity was literally 23. I feel like Quackity's a lot older now. I told people I refused to take the normal languages. We had quite a few choices. That's hilarious.
I feel like if I actually got a say earlier on, I would have chosen Mandarin, because Mandarin is one of the few languages that more people speak than English, right? I feel like Mandarin would have been really important. It's very frustrating to me that I didn't learn Mandarin because my mom's Chinese. And I know, like, she spoke this really weird, obscure dialect of Cantonese, but, like, Mandarin and Cantonese have similar, like, writing. So even though it's, like, you can't really speak one if you don't speak the other, the writing seems to be pretty similar. But she was pretty bad at writing as well, though. I think he was pretty young at the time. How old is he now? Okay, someone please Google how old is Quackity, because this is, like, fucking with me. The fact that he was doing Club Penguin raids in 24 means that, like, in 2014 means he's a lot older than I think he is. At least 5 years older, because I think he's 23. I feel like he must be, like, 28. That's my guess now. You taught yourself Korean? I wish I knew Korean. I mean, I love Korean culture, but I feel like, I kind of low-key feel like, what's the point in learning Korean? Because it's like, I'm not gonna, like, live in Korea, but there's a lot of Koreans in LA, obviously. He's 22? What? So he was raiding Club Penguin at, like, 13? Wait, did he have a following at 13? That's crazy. Okay, so he just got young. He just got popular really, really young then. Okay. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. He just got popular super young. Damn, okay. He started Club Penguin when he was very young. Yeah, because, like, Club Penguin feels, like, very, like... That feels, like, very old for him, you know? My crown's falling off. I think I'm gonna have to take it off soon. I'm just gonna take it off now. Fuck it. This crown has been the bane of my existence. Alright, let's see. I am continuing to trying to carve this pumpkin. Let's see. The generally positive consensus of Twitchcon comes after a tense year for Twitch, which was punctuated by rounds of layoffs and unpopular policy changes. Yeah, there was the layoff of, like, what, 20% of people in, like, March or May. I always forget which month it is. It's an M month. But yeah, they laid off 20% of their employees. Just, like, out of nowhere. That was fucking crazy. Dan Clancy, who had served as this company's president since 2019. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Did y'all know that Dan was the president since 2019? I thought that he was just, like, a random dude that, like, got involved. Man, I'm learning shit. Look at me learning. Took the reins from Twitch co-founder Emmett Shear, ending Shear's 16-year tenure as CEO. Whoa, 16 years? Bruh, this article's making me do so much math between how old is Quackity and 16 years. Wait, I'm just, fuck it. Don't make me do math. 2023 minus 16. So, wait, Twitch was, or Justin TV, was it what it used to be, was founded in 2007? What? Bruh, I didn't know what Twitch was until Twitch Plays Pokemon, which I feel was until, like, 2012 or 2013. 2007? That's fucking crazy. That's, like, YouTube started being famous around 2006. What? That's crazy. Korean's easy to learn, very easy language. That, I find that hard to believe. It's definitely easier than Chinese or Japanese, because I know it doesn't have, like, tones and shit. And it has more of, like, a traditional alphabet, like to us. Korean dramas and culture. Let me know what the easiest way to learn Korean is. You were on ****, lol. You can't do that because the link blurred it out. Can you type it out without the link? You remember Justin TV? I do not. I did not know what Twitch was until Twitch Plays Pokemon. Maybe we just didn't have it in Canada, okay? I was, like, on Reddit and, I don't know, going outside and shit. It was dark times, man. Don't recommend. You were on Justin TV. Oh, okay. I know that there was another thing that was big called, like, Stickum or something. Does that ring a bell? Did y'all use this? Stickum? I know, like, that was a big live streaming thing around then as well.
I never used it. I didn't know about it until like last year. You were in Canada? You were not in Canada. Canada wasn't real. Playing StarCraft 2. Wait, Navius, are you from Canada? I'm from Canada. You're not from Canada. Are you lying? Bruh, I can't tell. I'm drunk and this is text. I can't tell if you're serious or not. Canada didn't exist till 2009. That's true. These are true facts about Canada. This one's way harder. I don't know if this is gonna look good at all, man. Yeah, BC. Oh, wait, I did know this. Wait, you did tell me this. I lived in Vancouver for like 6 years. I don't love it. I mean, I love Canada, but I don't love BC. Everybody was pretty bitchy in Vancouver. I don't know if you've lived in Vancouver. But yeah, they're very cliquey. It's sort of like if you have to be born and raised in some place in like Point Grey and then like be friends with each other until y'all all die. And you have to go to like hot yoga together and shit. I don't know. I did not love it. I'm glad I moved to America. I much prefer it. But I had some good times though. Alright, we got 2 eyes coming out. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing right now. We'll see if this looks good. We got, I don't know if you can see anything, but we got 1 big eye, 1 little eye, and an eyebrow. I just don't like this stencil. I think this is a shit stencil. And the mouth seems really complicated. I'm excited for the other one. I'm doing this one first because I don't give a fuck if I fuck this one up because the other one looks a lot cooler in my opinion. I'm up more at Moat. You're more up north. You don't have to deal with any yoga. Oh my god. I lived in Christian residence in Vancouver and everybody was from like Prince Rupert. Are you by Prince Rupert? For some reason, like every homeschooled child on earth in British Columbia is from Prince Rupert, British Columbia. But yeah, I don't recommend moving to Vancouver. A lot of people do. It is very left-wing. It is very, like, progressive and, like, people are accepting and shit, but, like, people are accepting of, like, who you are, but, like, as a person, but they're not gonna be nice to you. Like, you can be whoever you want to be, but, like, if you're, like, not in their clique, they're gonna be mean. Like, I was like, is that accepting? I don't know. Whatever. You don't live there, but you've been up there a couple times. Nice. You're gonna move to Canada so you can bring the number back up since Mo left? Yeah, we need more people. I mean, America's overpopulated and Canada's underpopulated. So honestly, you should go back. You should go to Canada. I feel like one day I'll end up in Canada when I'm like old and shit, but I just don't really want to right now. I just want to stay here now, you know? This is hard. This is hard. All right. Whoever made this stencil is like a big meanie. Like, it's like, oh my god. Why is this face? Who made this face and why did it have to be so difficult? That's because 3/4 of Canada are uninhabitable. No, like, dead ass though. You're okay with me, but I hate you. No, like, literally so much of Canada is uninhabitable. Alright, I am going to go on break. Carve harder. I can't. I don't wanna. This is what we have. We have 2 eyes and a little bit of an eyebrow. Let's move to none of it. I'm having none of it when it comes to moving there. Also, one of the most recent territories, became a thing in 1998 or 1999. That's a fun fact. I can't hear you. Stop judging me. I'm judging Mastars. Everybody please type in chat that Mode is judging you. Mode is judging Mastars. All right, I'm going to BRB because I am tired of carving this. So I'm going to go take a break, do some stuff, and I will be back shortly. Okay. See you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Does anyone miss the Dominion? Oi, mate, it's the Dominion of Canada. Alright, BRB. See you in a bit. Boop. Why did you just tip $500? You know, I really appreciate it, but like that's too many dollars, right? You understand that, right? Have you always been VIP? You were VIP because Il Hunter specifically was like, why have you not VIP'd Mashtars after this? Like, so I would like to say it is definitely my decision because it's my channel, but Il Hunter was like, come on, you know, like this is ridiculous. Why is he not VIP? And I'm like, Il, you are correct. But thank you. That's very kind. That will be going to rent as I try and figure out what I do. I don't want to bring it up because I definitely don't want to bring it up while Mash is here. But you know, since my job is ending imminently, it will go to rent. But that doesn't mean that you give any more. That just means that I appreciate what you have now. Stop, please stop. But thank you so much. All right, I'm back. But yes, Il is amazing. Everyone, please support Il. Okay, wait. I'm learning all about the Dominion of Canada, which apparently I don't know about as a person. It's from before 1951. Interesting. Why don't I know that? I'm Canadian. The state you're from is also called the Own Dominion, and you live from a state of chaos. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm continuing to both carve this and read the article. Does that make you a better Canadian than me? I mean, I guess so. Also, Washington's like basically Canada, right? Y'all are like right there. All right. Clancy's leadership was initially met with trepidation. Interesting. After meeting him at TwitchCon last year, streamer Jake and Bake described him as out of touch with what streamers need and want. He must have taken that to heart because, like, low-key, I think Dan has been killing it when it comes to, like, streamer relations. Like, I think Dan has been PR-wise doing a better job than Emmett ever did. Because Emmett, like, wouldn't show up. Like, Emmett wouldn't go to events. Like, Dan goes to events. Like, I've seen so many selfies from TwitchCon of Dan just, like, IRL streaming and hanging out with people. I know that seems frivolous, but it makes a big difference. Like, even if you're the person that made it, it's like, it doesn't matter if you're not showing up. Like, I really do see a really big change for the positive with Dan. Thank you so much for the follow, Vex. I hope you're doing well. I am trying to carve a pumpkin while also reading this TechCrunch article that validates all my concerns about Las Vegas TwitchCon. Okay. I literally can't tell when this face ends. Okay, let's see. I think I took 2 copies, if I'm correct. So I have an extra... Oh, no. Okay, so I have an extra, like... Alright, let's see. So I'm going here, I'm going down. We going down, down, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sugar, we're going down, carving. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But yes, also, Mash, I've had a couple vodkas. When I sober up, I'm gonna be like, God damn it, Mash. Thank you so much, but that's, it's too kind. Cascade Platinum Plus. Does that mean we're out of the playlist? Oh, no. I am using White Bat Audio, by the way. Please shout out Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. If I shout out Carl Casey, then I get to use his wonderful copyright-free music, which I really, really love. Okay. Oh man, the mouth is no bueno. The mouth is not my favorite part. This is gonna look sketchy when it's carved. This is not gonna be the best. Clancy appears to have made it up to the streamer community this time for this year's event. I 100% agree. Loco, some woman, praised Twitch for, this streamer, improving its communication transparency and told TechCrunch that Clancy engaged with streamers all weekend. Like, dead ass. Like, he was, like, at parties, hanging out. I know that seems so frivolous, but it makes such a big difference. It just, like, it really goes to show that you don't think that you're above stuff. You know what I mean? To just, like, show up to the cafeteria when workers are there. To, like, hang out with streamers. To, like, pose in selfies. Like, it seems, like, so frivolous, but it shows that you don't think that you're, like, above that, you know? I don't think people understand how big of a deal that is. Like, I really feel like Clancy really stepped up, and I'm really impressed by that. Let's see. It wouldn't be TwitchCon without grumbling. Though attendees said Twitch itself improved, many expressed frustration about the event's location. Yes, absolutely. Me included. I am part of that group. The convention took place in the Las Vegas Strip, an area that's expensive, not walkable, and lacks space to casually hang out with other streamers. Luckily, I was the extra bitch that purchased hotels, like, the day hotels got announced. I went to and found, like, the deals. So I got a really good deal on Westgate because it was through, like, the streamer packages. So luckily, at least for me, my accommodations were a lot cheaper than a lot of people I know who, like, did Airbnbs and stuff. So luckily, accommodations were pretty good for me. But definitely, like, the Ubers were insane. Like, I definitely understand being annoyed by the Ubers. And it was not walkable. And you couldn't hang out with streamers. That was what I really loved about San Diego last year. I think most of us agree TwitchCon felt very positive in a way that it hasn't. But positive, we don't want to be in Vegas. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Alright, I think I'm almost done with this before... Okay, so before I continue on the article, I want y'all to see what you think about my premiere jack-o'-lantern. I think I did an okay job. Did I do the best? No. But considering I don't have like a lot of skills and I also don't have a lot of patience, I think I did okay. All right, let's see. 1 second. 1 second, chat. Just let me clean this up and then I'm gonna show you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I love Carl Casey from White Bats so fucking much, man. Alright. Okay, let me get a lighter. We'll see how this looks. We'll see how this looks. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. 1 second, 1 second. Where's Jojo? Jojo! 1 second, I lost my cat. Give me a second. Jojo! Yo, I lost my cat. Has anyone seen my cat? Shug! Slew! Hi! It's so great to see you. Shug was one of the people that I was trying to see so bad, and I just fucking failed. I'm so sorry we didn't hang out in real life, man. Like, you were, like, so high on my priority list. Trashman says, I gotta take a sloppy dump. You do that. You do that, and you make direct eye contact with every person in this stream. I cannot find the cat, y'all. This is upsetting. Where's the cat? Okay, I'm sorry, but like, where's the cat? 1 second. I thought she was in bed, but she's out, and that always stresses me out because she always wants to hide in a corner where no one can see her. All right, well, this is gonna be everyone be anxiety. Everyone yell JoJo in chat, please, because I cannot find JoJo. Dr. Phil gave me diabetes. Is it because he's so sweet? Because, like, same. Okay, where's this cat? Mew. Jojo, come on. Jojo, why are you being weird?
I can hear her yelling, but I don't know where she is. I think that she is in the closet and like hidden. I'm so annoyed. I can't deal with this until she's here. She always does this. I can literally hear her like screaming. She's like hiding in the top corner of the closet. Jojo, stop this. Jojo, this is an unacceptable thing to do. Jojo. Where are you? Come on, stop it. Jojo. Jojo, I can hear you. Oh my gosh. I could hear her yelling and then I lost her. She's literally hiding in the top corner. I can't. I cannot. This is unacceptable. Jojo got a gun. Yeah, exactly. Rosie, I'm gonna try not to. Marco, Jojo. I know, I'm just gonna have to wait. I'm just gonna have to wait for her to turn up because she does this and I literally lose my mind and then she just like comes out. So I'm just gonna let you come out of the closet in your own time. Even though it's stressing me out. He turned you into a cannibal. That's very upsetting. Yeah, right? Right, Lena? Jojo is creating content. Margot Jojo! How are you? Hey, James, how are you doing? It's great to see you. Oh, speaking of which, we gotta show you the deal. Our, beautiful pumpkin. Alright. Okay, I need a garbage pile for all the shit that went inside the pumpkin. Jojo! Come on, it's time to get out. You have so much going on, as does this room. Yup, it's been a shit show. Your photo shoot was great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Slew took those. I appreciate it. I worked really hard, wanted to make sure I had all the outfits that I had on at Twitchcon. Okay. So we'll see how this looks. I love the fact no matter what photo is taken, there's always a sense of irony and smarminess. That's what I go for, you know? How was TwitchCon? So TwitchCon was good. TwitchCon was kind of like a mixed sort of thing. I was telling chat that. I don't know how to lower this in without it going out. Okay. It's Moat doing. Alright, here we go. Let's see how this looks. It looks okay. You kind of can't really see a lot of it. Here, let's turn off the lights. Turn off the lights, turn off the lights. I said, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, down, down, down. Oops. Oh no, I knocked over a Halloween hand. Nelly Furtado, you know it. Canadian icon. So it's okay. I don't know how much I love this.
There needs to be more like nose and more eye. Here, we'll work on that now while we have it here. You approve of the Halloween bucket? Yes, the boo boxes are back. We got a Frankenstein one and we got a purple one. I think it's supposed to be a witch. It looks good. I appreciate it. You sharded on a Starbucks countertop? Yo, that's crazy, man. What did they do? Did they kick you out of the Starbucks? He is a pumpkin goof. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Good little pumpkin goof. Alright, I'm gonna carve a little bit because I can't see too much. They gave him a free coffee. Wow, if you shard on the counter, you get a free coffee? That seems backwards. I feel like perhaps that should not be... You should not be rewarded for that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. All right, we got one. We got one, ladies and gents. I hear something crashing, which makes me feel like that's the cat. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is a goofy boy. I keep thinking your MoatSimulator /sexy strap for a huge DSLR camera. It does kind of look like that, although the DSLR is usually red. This is pink. It's kind of hard to tell in the lighting. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Was it the coffee that caused it? I mean, if it was the coffee that caused it, that's their fault. You're thoroughly spooked. Very spooky. Ooh, spooky. Okay, since my tiara fell off, I might as well put on my spooky, axe. Jojo, come on, man. You gotta get out. Where are you? I hear you yelling. Jojo, where are you? I hear you yelling. Where are you? You got stuck? Baby, you get stuck in there? You're so cute. Come on. Come on out. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, get out. Aw. My poor sweet baby got stuck in a drawer. She went into the back of the drawer and she couldn't get out. Aww. Hi, baby. You got stuck in the drawer? Yeah, you got stuck in a drawer? Yeah, you can't do that. Okay, don't go in there. That's fire. Okay, you can't go in there. There you go. Jojo's back. Is she pregnant yet? I hope not. Boop, 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 boop. She doesn't like that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm putting her down. That is the cutest thing ever. Yeah, she's so cute. Aw, she got stuck. That's actually sad. This was her own doing, okay? I tell her not to go in there. You would have been better consuming half a cake. Oh my goodness, I have cake in the fridge. I really want some. This whole setup comes together so well for Halloween. That's the thing. It's like my whole life, because I'm really into like old buildings that are haunted and falling apart. Like, I'm not even that, like, I like Halloween, but I'm more into just old shit. So all my stuff is so Halloween-y, and it's not even intentional. Although Slew has a bunch of actually intentional Halloween shit, so. Like, there's an Elvira here, there's like a Frankenstein. But if it was up to me, I just want to live in like an old spooky place. That would be so cute to have a coffin bed. Alright. We are on pumpkin number 2. This is the one that I want, so hopefully we make this better. Oh! This head's a little, boop. Bum, bum, bum. This head is... that head is not gonna be stable. Just like me, this is, not a stable boy. It is a vibe. I do think this place is a vibe. Okay. Stop! Alright, it's just gonna be like that. That's just the way it's gonna be. Okay. So, next time, I'm gonna continue to do the stabby stabs. But... on the one... I think I like this one more. Jojo is the baby. Yeah, the jars are good too. Isn't it weird how we associate so many things between Halloween and horror? Yeah, it's so weird because like I'm not that into horror. Slew's the one who's really into horror. So like I just like things that have Victorian homes. Like I like old dress up stuff. Like I genuinely just like that. But I was never really that into horror. That was just an aesthetic that I was really drawn to. Like I love like Knives Out, you know? And so now like I'm realizing all the stuff that I like just like naturally happens to be horror. So I just have to like embrace that my life is just one big haunted house. But like literally I'm not that into horror, like genuinely. I'm getting more into it now, obviously, but this is like within the last like year and a half. I just liked old shit, and I had no idea how much it had to do with that. It's funny. It's all really very by accident, but you know, it works. It is very a psychological thing. That's why I feel like part of me really wants to do horror, because I think that, hi duct tape and french fries, by the way. I feel like I didn't say hello to you. But yeah, like, I think that I would be really good at horror because I'm not scared of any of the things that are traditionally horror, you know? I think a lot of like old Victorian houses, a lot of ghost stuff, I don't think that's horror to me. You know, that's not really what scares me. What scares me is like a lot of like tech stuff. Like what I think is terrifying is stuff like Doki Doki Literature Club, you know, like things that aren't traditionally scary. So I think I would have a really good perspective. One thing I really like is the idea of like daytime horror. So horrors are always in the dark, right? And I love the dark. The dark is where I feel comfortable. It's where I feel calm. It's where I feel safe. I feel like movies like Midsommar are very few and far between, and they do a great job of showing that it's just like the light is terrifying because you can't hide. Like in the dark, you can hide, you know? So I think I would love to do like a daytime high-tech horror. And I know a lot of that kind of exists, but I feel like I would have a unique perspective on it. I think I would be good at horror. Cause yeah, just like having like a spooky house and like ghosts and stuff, like to me that's so kitschy. I don't think that's actually scary. I think it's campy. I don't think that's what's truly horrifying. What I find horrifying I think is very different from what the average person finds horrifying. I think I would do a good job like showing that. You love history and all sorts of old things. Yeah, same. Humans tend to attach old things to spirits. If it's old, it's haunted. Yeah, but haunted doesn't necessarily mean scary either. Haunted just might be a spirit hanging out. Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is Totoro. And Totoro is all about spirits. But it's all about spirits that take care of you, right? It's all about spirits that make you feel safe and make you feel like, you know, you're gonna be okay, right? Like, a lot of spirits and ghost stories that I know are people who are trying to make you feel okay. So, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd have a good perspective on it. Or at least a unique one. Yeah, but goth by accident. That's so funny. Because I don't mean to be goth to be spooky. I just like that shit. I remember when you watched The Mist with Slew and you're so sad at the end. Yeah, that made me so sad. Like, because it wasn't even like the horror that bothered me. It was like so fucking depressing. Like, the Mist was so traumatic. I was like, I fucking hate this. I don't want to just feel like fucking traumatized at the end of a movie. That's not what I like. That's not what I like watching. I don't want to watch like Deer Hunter again. Like, let's go for a sleepover and put on Deer Hunter. You know, I don't understand the point of like trauma. Like, I get it, like, cause like, you know, art shows real life, but that's not ever gonna be my favorite kind of movies, you know? Have you found any horror that interests you for spoof or for thrills? So I think like thrills is good. Like, I really like Doki Doki. I hate it. It upsets me, but I also think that it's like very well done. So like stuff like Doki Doki is good. I really liked a movie recently that came out called Cobweb or Cobwebs. I thought it was genuinely scary, and it got terrible reviews. And I made Slew watch it because Slew's a big horror fan, and he said he thought it was pretty good. You know, I think it's maybe a little bit derivative, but people like really shout on it. But I really liked Cobweb. So that's the sort of movie I like. Something that's like, it's scary, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, so Cobweb I liked a lot. I love the movie Christine. I love like campy horror. Christine is an incredible movie. It's directed by John Carpenter.
So he's like a legit dude, but it's very like 1980s B-movie camp with Stephen King. It's a Stephen King book about a car that haunts and kills people. And I feel like that combination of Stephen King and John Carpenter is everything that a bunch of B-movie people try and do and fail. Like, it's funny and campy, but also like kind of taking it seriously. I like that sort of shit. I think that's super fun. What other horror movies do I like? I like The Village a lot. The Village also got bad reviews. I really liked it. I thought it had cool aesthetic. I thought it had cool music. Trying to think of other horror movies I like. But yeah, I'm not a big horror fan. So I have very, I'd say, odd tastes in horror. Because I don't love horror, so of course I wouldn't have regular tastes in horror. Trying to think of other ones. I mean, I like Jordan Peele stuff, but I feel like that's horror, but also like thriller. Like, I love like Nope and Get Out, obviously. But I don't know if that's like super true horror to me. Trying to think. There's other stuff I'm forgetting that I really like. I loved Midsommar. Oh my god, I fucking loved Midsommar. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of horror. You just accidentally slipped into this graveyard one day. Yeah, I don't even find like graveyards that scary. It's funny because in LA there's so few green spaces for alive people, so a lot of times they'll have graveyard like events, and sometimes they won't even be like really spooky. It'll just be the only place that you can have a bunch of people to watch like a movie together. I think that's kind of funny and kind of dystopian about LA. The only green spaces are reserved for dead people. Do you feel like you would get scared by real life horror as opposed to supernatural? Absolutely. I don't think supernatural's that scary. Ghosts don't scare me. I guess demons would scare me if they were real, but like ghosts don't scare me. I think what really scares me is, yeah, real life people doing horrific things. Like real people doing awful things is way scarier than supernatural for sure. I think I got this. Oh, there's so much. It's so hard to jack-o'-lantern. Sorry, I'm doing the second one. You voiced Monica from Doki Doki on a stream you modded years ago. You voiced Monica? I kind of want to see that. Is there like a VOD of that? But yeah, I love Doki Doki, but I also fucking hate Doki Doki. It fucked me up so bad. But like, to me, that's like real horror. Like a combination of like tech and also trauma. Tech and trauma. I think that really... I don't think it gets scarier than that. Real life tech, real life trauma. Scarier than a ghost. Alright. I think I stabbed this enough times I can start carving it out. Let's see. There's actually plenty of horror that takes place in the day. There's not enough though. Like when you actually look up like things that are actually set fully in the day, it's actually a pretty low amount because I looked it up. A lot of folk horror. I bet there's gonna be a resurgence of folk horror because of Midsommar specifically. You have OCD, so most of your worst nightmares contains things attached to that. Yeah, like that shit that like actually affects you in real life. Like I don't know, like to me that's so much scarier than just like a ghost story, you know? Like shit that actually affects you and actually harms you mentally and physically is like so much scarier than like supernatural. I just don't feel that as much. It's hard to see it with like the lights off. I think I might have to turn on the lights so I can see it.
The Mist is a great film. That ending was not in King's story. Oh, was it like more I assume it was more traumatic than what King meant it to be, because it was a horrific ending. That ending was so fucked up. That ending like ruined my life. Please check out, I think Slew Horror, or I think if you do Slew as a command, his YouTube goes up. There's a thing where we react to The Mist together, and I'm just like thoroughly upset about it the whole time. It's as horrific as it comes, the horror of choices. And the horror that you've, like, fucked up. Like, the horror that you were, like, a couple 2 minutes too late. Like, that, yeah. Like, that is so horrific. That was so upsetting. That's more upsetting than any monster could ever be, you know? Alright, I think I got an eye. I'm trying to puncture this eye out. You've seen that on Hulu, you thought about watching it? Which one? You watched The Village the other night. Still love it. I love Village, and it got really bad reviews. I don't understand why. I think it's because people were like, thought it was campy and like wanted like all the monsters to be real, and they thought it was a cop out. But I thought what they did was like very real. I love like cult shit, so like the Village, Midsummer, that shit like very much resonates with me. The Fog is Carpenter's best film in my opinion. I recently saw The Thing. The Thing was pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not the biggest horror fan, but even I was like, alright, the film fucks. Like, the film fucks, or like, The Thing fucks. Like, that was like wildly traumatic for like, yeah, that was, yeah. Carpenter, John Carpenter, like, respect. Hella respect. Chum! Still here just multitasking. Chum, I love you. I'm so happy you're here. Everyone, please hang out with Chum. The Village is a masterpiece. I don't care what anyone says. Thank you so much. It has terrible reviews. I always thought it was so wild. Like how low the reviews are. I love The Village. I love the music. I would just listen to the music on my like video iPod on repeat. Like the do 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 do. I thought that was so good. Thank you so much for agreeing with me. And proving to the world that I'm right. Hashtag confirmation bias. Hashtag MOAT is always right. Boo, boo. Alright, we got one eye done. I don't know if you can see it. Bow, we got an eye. Bow, 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 bow. We got an eye. Eye. Peele is a great modern director. Jordan Peele is one of the greatest directors of all time. I know for a fact that he's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest of all time, like as a fucking auteur, and he's only done 3 movies. Like, that's so impressive as a person to know that like he's going to go down in history, and he only has 3 films under his belt. Get Out slapped so hard. Nope slapped so hard. Us was like fine. A lot of people thought Nope was his weakest film. I think Nope was incredible. I thought Us was his weakest film, but like you can already tell like he's gonna go down in fucking history. Like, I am already so fucking impressed with him. I think that's such a cool thing. When you, like, just see how special a director is, like, right off the bat. I love Peele. You're surprising going through the D&D and TTRPG monster books, and they're so appropriate for Halloween this month. Do they, like, I don't really follow, like, Dungeons & Dragons. Do they, like, come out with, like, new editions and stuff? Is this, like, do they have their new kind of, like, this month on D&D, we have this monster. You would say those were horror. Now, Peele's Nope wasn't so much horror in that vein. Peele's Nope, I think, was more like sci-fi horror, but still very much horror, I think. But like definitely more like sci-fi. People always just like compare Nope to Jaws, which I think is fair. But the movie that it was so much like, which I feel like the only reason why it wasn't compared to this as much as Jaws is because Jaws is just more famous, is War of the Fucking Worlds by H.G. Wells. Like, I know that, like, Jordan Peele is a fan of Spielberg, but, like, it was definitely more War of the Worlds. Absolutely it was. And I think it's just because Jaws is more famous, but War of the Worlds was, like, incredible.
Slew showed me that. Like, I am so convinced that, like, I thought it was crazy in the reviews, like, that they didn't constantly be like, this is just War of the Worlds. This is just Jordan Peele fanning girling over War of the Worlds. That's this whole movie. Demons would scare most. Yeah, demons are scary. The VOD is long gone. There's some clips around. All right, well, try and send me some clips if you can. I know I can't handle I don't know. I'm working myself up to Hereditary. I know Hereditary is like a much see, but I'm just like so... Like, I know it's gonna fuck me up so hard. I've literally been putting off Hereditary on purpose. Because Ari Aster is the GOAT. I haven't seen his new one either. I've seen Midsommar and something about the Johnsons, so I can tell he's very gifted and very fucked up as a person. Oh, yeah, we got one eye! Yes! Let's go. I'm gonna fall over. Hereditary is the film Aster did before Midsommar. Yeah, I know. I know that one's the more fucked up one. I don't know if I can handle it. I've, like, literally just been putting that off. People have an odd relationship between night and dark. It's just less light, but we can't see it, and religious symbolism. Yeah, I think a lot of it's, like, both, like, the scariness of the unknown. Like, I think that's ingrained with us, like, biologically, and also, yeah, culture for sure. But for me, I've always felt more safe at night. It's because people leave me alone. It's easier to hide. There's less stress. There's less anxiety going on. I've always found night is more calming for me. So that's why it's so weird to, like, look at horror where it's, like, all in the dark and it's all, like, darkness is scary. Because, like, for me, it's very opposite. I find darkness is when I can truly, like, relax, you know? Obviously, it depends where you are. Like, if you're in LA and, like, Skid Row in the dark, like, get the fuck out. But if you're in, like, I don't know, if you're in, like, a camp or, like, in, like, a, you know, a Canadian field or campsite, then there's nothing safer and more calming and relaxing on Earth than night. I don't know. Obviously, it's very context dependent. Let's see. That ending is true horror. The ending of Mist or the ending of Hereditary? I haven't seen it. You chastise Slew and say, Slew, you have to tell me that next time. Yeah. He just felt like he had no choice. Yeah. The Thing, there's so much body horror. Oh, Thing in it. Yes, it was traumatic. The Thing was so traumatic. Can I suggest? Yes, please do, Steven. Steven. Peele, Aster, Eggers. Eggers? Wait, who's Eggers? Because Peele and Aster, I know we're gonna go down in history. Like, I just, 100%. Yes, I'd be very interested to listen to more, folk horror. You're gonna have to put this on Discord or message me separately, because I need to remember this. There are YouTube channels that have a lot of different monsters for their vids, but eventually more monster books that come to sell out. Okay, interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know much about cosmic horror. Like, to me, cosmic horror is just, like, sci-fi. Like, is, like, Aliens cosmic horror? Or is that just sci-fi, you know? Or is that sci-fi horror? I don't know. What was I trying? I stabbed this thing a bunch, and I can't tell what I'm trying to stab in here. I don't know what the pattern I was trying to do was. Okay, down and then up. But I just, like, ignored. I just, like, gave up halfway through. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Okay, here we go. Alright. Okay. I think I'm back. I'm back in business, chat. Then we do a deep down. Then we do a deep up. Okay. You preferred Midsommar to Hereditary, but it's still good. I feel like I'm gonna like Midsommar more just because I feel like I'm gonna less fucked up. Yeah, I hear Hereditary is really gonna fuck you up. Slew will have to come with it. Don't watch, but listening to the SCP. Yes, Jerry, were you the one, was it you or Steven who was telling me I got into SCP because of y'all? Y'all were trying to really get me to watch it. I listened to a few of them, and I loved what I listened to. So because of you guys, I listened to some SMP, specifically, what is it called, the Vulcan or whatever, that one guy who voices them. There were some I really liked. The ones I liked were, there was one where this disc turns into different colors, And then depending on how guilty you are, you end up in a certain alternative reality. There was one where this guy was stuck inside of an IKEA, which was both hilarious and very disturbing. And then there was another SCP I saw that I really liked. It was about like a cult, and it was all very classified, and at certain levels you got to find out that this thing was like chained to the ground and like gonna end the world. So those were the 3 I listened to, I think, and I loved them. So thank y'all for that. Yeah, that's all horror, and I really, really liked that. It did really fuck me up though. But I think it's better to like listen to stuff than watch it, because it's like you can kind of turn it off or listen to your own imagination. Like there's not really like jump scares because he's reading you a book. Jump scares really fuck me up, so. Let's see. Robert Eggers directed The Witch, The Lighthouse, and The Northman. I don't know if I know that. Is The Witch recent? Charles, what is that? That's Russian. I don't understand it. The Alien films is science fiction with horror with cosmic horror elements. Okay. Cosmic horror is H.P. Lovecraft. Because isn't Lovecraft like the Kraken and shit? SCP reminds me of the X-Files. I never listened to X-Files. Yeah, the Vulcan. Was it you, Jerry, who recommended to me? One of y'all in chat like highly recommended it, and I actually got into it. Which is interesting because I feel like I would not usually take up that recommendation because I'm like, the last thing I want to do is get fucked up. But like, I really love the creativity, and I love when like a bunch of communities, like I love when like a bunch of people make a community that like creates its own world. I think that's so cool. There's this one horror that I really, really like, but I haven't been able to get through it because it fucked me up way too much. And it's about this British girl. I forget what it was, but it was an augmented reality game, an ARG. I don't know if y'all know what this is. It's called I Am Sophie. That's what it is. And it was this girl, and she created a YouTube channel. It was very like Jake Paul flexing, like British style, but then there was a bunch of supernatural, and it was like completely like calculated to be a horror ARG, but it seemed like very real. Look up I Am Sophie. That shit is crazy. This mouth is too hard to make. Okay. You remember, wait, which was the good file? Hellraiser. What about the Hellraiser? Oh, that's smart. Plug in the Volcrum. Yeah. Which was 2015. Really? I don't know that. You know I Am Sophie. I've never played it. So it's not really, it's hard to play now because it's kind of over. But it used to be like, it would, like the YouTube videos would come out and then she would post stuff on her Twitter. So it was really cool because like, you could see her like Twitter quote unquote get like hacked and stuff in real time. If you look up I Am Sophie on YouTube, there's a guy who like compiled all of it. And if you go on this I Am Sophie subreddit, you can kind of follow chronologically. So that's pretty cool too. God, these pumpkin carvers fucking suck. I know they're for kids, but like, damn, they're cheaply made. They're so shit. Like, look at this. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all like, it's completely fucked. Like, boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I think I'm gonna actually have to like throw away this knife. Luckily, I think I have multiples. But yeah, this one's just going right in the trash. Like, this is like garbage. This is unusable now. Boop, 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 boop. Hi, Jojo. What you doing there, baby? She's just being a good cat, just catting around, doing cat things. Do, 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 do. The orange ones are shit. Thank you so much, Steven. Yeah, having an actual sharp knife is so smart. I like have this stupid
one that was provided to me. Have you seen Smile yet? No, but I heard it was actually pretty decent for like what it was. Like I heard it was actually better. Cause it looks like very, very kitschy, but I heard Smile was actually like, actually pretty good. Like considering. All right. I think I've kind of got the best I'm gonna do here. All right, I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna stick it in, and then I'm gonna try and carve it around. It's in the vein of It Follows, really, because I've heard great things about It Follows. Mr. Fanatic! Did you recap the nerd yet? I haven't. Mr. Fanatic. Mr. Fanatic is awesome. I met him at... Oh, the nerd. Did I recap the nerd? Oh, sorry. I was thinking of, like, the movie. So we're talking about horror movies. No, I was saying how I met you and I met that dude who was, like, the #1... What's it called? Capcom Marvel person? And I was saying, like, I really enjoyed our conversation. Like, yours was one of my favorite conversations of, like, in TwitchCon. Like, you just seem really real and, like, you just got a good head on your shoulders and you just, like, feel the same way I feel about a lot of, like, stuff in the Twitch community. It was, like, really, really a highlight to meet you. So thank you for being awesome. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Oh, really? That's so nice. Yeah, I appreciate it. How have you been? Chris G. Oh, that's the really good Capcom dude. The Smile is really well made and atmospheric. Yeah, it got like pretty decent reviews. I know that some people kind of thought it was like campy, but yeah, it seems like it did pretty good. Okay. Been really good. Finally home again. Oh, damn. Wait, how long were you in Vegas for? Okay, I'm still carving. Have you been streaming lately? I have been watching no one stream, including all of the people I care about, because I have been struggling. I get really nervous when I don't stop by anyone's stream, because I'm like, they're all gonna think I hate them, but I've been going through it, man. 2023 is like hard. It's still happening, you know? It's not even over yet. I'm just like, I'm ready for 2024. I'm feeling good about 2024. Watch there just be another pandemic. That's kind of jokes. Alright. I don't know how I did on this, but I think I'm done, you know? Jojo, what do you think? What do you think about that? The Smile could be better, but we're doing it. You were till Thursday. Damn, you were there a long time. I was there Thursday till Monday, and I thought that was a pretty long time. That was like that means you were there for like almost like an entire week. Because I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's like 5 days. Although I really feel like I should have been an extra day, but that's how you always feel at those events. That one's good. I mean, it's a little crooked, but you know, that's the best we're gonna do. It's not gonna get better than that. So that's what we're gonna have. There we go. All right. Jojo, what do you think? Did I do a good job? Did I do a good job? Jerkin shit. Hey, swag. How are you doing, Jerkin? It wasn't actually campy. There wasn't a campy element to it. I surprised people thought. I think it's just because it's like the whole thing about just like a smile being evil seems kind of like cheesy, I guess. What's up with the tiny eye on the right one? Samim, I don't know. I was like, there weren't that many templates, and these were already printed out, so I did. But yeah, for some reason, they wanted like the eye to be stupid like that. I think this one's better. I think I did a pretty good job. I was kind of hoping someone would make one with me, but everybody was either partying or not wanting to come hang out and just carve a pumpkin. Hold up, you carved those yourself? I did. I mean, I used a template. So, oh, and here is, now we're gonna learn about proper taking care of pumpkin etiquette. So in LA, this is very weird to me because I am from a country, the country of Canada, where you can just carve your pumpkins mid-October and they don't really start like showing any signs of wear until like early to mid-November. But here, like, there's this dude, he carved a pumpkin over there and it's already black. Like, it's like actively molding. So apparently you have to do all this shit here
that you don't have to do when you live in a natural fridge. I thought I brought this out. Okay, I gotta get one. 1 second, chat. I thought I had something. Give me a second. So apparently you have to do all these tips and tricks so it doesn't start rotting immediately. So you need to Clorox wipe the outside. This is so odd to me. Because, I've seen this. There've already been, flies, like, landing all over it. Like, they've been, like just hovering. So apparently you have to Clorox wipe the outside. This is if you live in, like, a warm temperature, because the bacteria will start rotting the pumpkins. And if you live in a warm climate, it immediately starts rotting, like, right after you carve it. Animals might try and eat it, yeah. Because in Canada, it's like, we didn't have to worry about this shit. Like, there's no bacteria trying to eat it. The bacteria died. There's, like, snow on the ground often when I go trick-or-treating. Looks good, yes! Shug, are we Valoranting soon? Do you want to Valorant tomorrow? I'm so sad I didn't hang out with Shug. Man, I was telling people about, like, how I didn't see fucking anyone at TwitchCon. Because I didn't actually spend that many hours in the con, because I thought I could hang out with people outside. Because I thought it would be like San Diego. And then little did I know, I didn't get to see anybody. I like saw like a fraction of the people I meant to. So they said it's not going to be in Vegas next year. I hope it's going to be in San Diego. Never doing a Vegas con. Okay, Salty, you agree, right? Like, I was reading a TechCrunch article where everyone was like, the con was cool, but like no one liked that it was in Vegas. Like, you agree, right? It was really hard to do a con in Vegas. Because it was like, I was like, yo, where are you? Like, I'm at the Strip. It's like, okay, I'm in Fremont. All right, it's like, I guess we'll never see each other. Where are you? I'm at an Airbnb, 45 minutes away. It's like, oh, okay. Like, I'm with 47 people who don't want to go there. It's just like, oh my god, it was such a shit show. Okay, good. I'm just glad, because I was hoping, like, I was worried that people would, like, think I was, like, being a piece of shit. But, like, everybody had that problem. Like, I didn't see Fairy Kid. And Fairy Kid, as you know, is one of my best friends, like, in the world. Like, not even just on streaming, just generally. And we didn't have time to hang out. It's like, bro, we're gonna have to see each other in California. I didn't see Moonstrew. Like, yeah, it was crazy. Okay. So you're supposed to, okay, so with Clorox the outside. Here's the thing, you're also supposed to put cinnamon on the inside. So not only will it smell like pie, but then it also apparently prevents rotting on the inside. Okay. So we gotta let that cool down. We gotta take these out. Ow, 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 ow. Alright. Do, do. Do, do, do. Okay. So we gotta scoop stuff out from in here. The thing is that many conventions are probably done in Vegas, but this kind of con might not work as well. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of cons that happen in Vegas, or a lot of conventions, are probably like workers, right? So a lot of workers aren't really like partying afterwards. They're like have wives and shit, and they're just like going home, you know? Like it's probably like a lot of conventions that are like work conventions. People actually just get there at 8 a.m. and they just stay there and then they go home to their hotel, which is fine. But TwitchCon is very, very much about socializing outside of it, you know? And like there just wasn't the opportunity to do that. Like I was at Westgate, Shug. So like I thought that I was like central because I was right across the street from the con, but it doesn't matter if I was right across the street from the con because everyone else was like staying all over the place. It was a poor decision. I understand why they did it because it made sense because San Diego is way too small. Like apparently San Diego has been too small for Comic-Con for years. Like San Diego has been way too small for Comic-Con, but they just do it because it's like, you know, people like San Diego. But like it is like there's more people in Comic-Con and they can't fit, you know? So TwitchCon sure as hell can't fit either. But maybe it's better to be crowded and everyone can hang out than it being more spaced out and then everybody kind of feel like they can't see their friends, because that's the whole point, you know? I missed Bort. That was really sad. I missed you and Bort. That was a real bummer, you know? Like, Fairy sucked, but at least I know I'll see Fairy, because Fairy, like, lives in California. So I'm gonna see Fairy, like, imminently. Like, there's a lot of people I didn't see, but I'm like, whatever, I'm going to right away. But, like, you and, like, Board? Like, when the fuck am I gonna see Board again? When am I gonna see you again? You know, that sucks. Alright, so apparently you're supposed to put cinnamon in here, because it helps to both make it smell like cinnamon and it keeps it longer. And you're supposed to use, the Clorox wipes to prevent the bacteria. So, boom. I think I've successfully jack-o'-lanterned properly. I just have to not... Ow, ow, ow. I just have to not... Ow! Burn my hand. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck. So that's how you jack-o'-lantern. I feel like Martha fucking Stewart right here. Martha fucking Stewart. That's what they all call me. Bow, 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 bow. Martha fucking Stewart. Put it in, then light it. But then I'm afraid of, like, I hate when, like, the flame comes and hits you. I actually get burned. Ow! 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 I get burned worse that way. Like, it's not like a Zippo where it, like, kind of does it. It, like, immediately hurts you. It actually hurts me more. I'm just a dumbass, man. Cinnamon for the Winnamin, yes. So it both smells good and helps to keep away bugs, question mark? I don't know. I'm not an entomologist. I just work here. Okay. Yeah, long lighters would be good. Neither of which I have. All right. Boom, boom, boom. We did it. Bow, 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 bow. Success. We talked about Twitchcon. We talked about jack-o'-lanterns. I think I did a good job. I was trying to stream for 2.5 hours. How are we doing? Lemon juice? Is lemon juice smart? That might be good. It's been 2.5 hours. All right. I consider this a win. We've done it. Bow, 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 bow. Wow, wow, wow. Excellent timing. Yes. All right. Let's see who we should raid. So I should be streaming again tomorrow. It'll be a really short stream because I'm supposed to be meeting up with some streamers who are in town. But I made it and I'm proud of it. We are going to raid Meowdalin because she's the best and I got to see her at TwitchCon. And she is like one of the best people in the entire world. So we are absolutely doing that. Have a stream on Wow. I'm sorry, I just saw Meow. I gotta raid Meow. But can you tell me who she is? Because then maybe I could follow her. Just like message me her name or just let me know now. Because I would like to check her out. I think there was a story of jack-o'-lanterns got their name from a legend. Yeah, I think Steven was gonna send it to me. Okay. Her name is Fapuzi. Okay. I am going to add her after this. But we are going to do the raidy raid. I will see you tomorrow. It may be a short one. Might be a hella short one, but I do want to be on for a bit. I think we did it. We've accomplished something today, chat. What is it? Friendship. And Halloween. He lost in a card game and lost his head. Oh, cool. That's awesome. All right, I'll see you all later. See you tomorrow, chat. Back to back. That's what's good about constantly fucking up is that you put it, you put off stream so much that now there's double stream. I think that's great. All right, see you soon. Thank you so much, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.